Hello, I just wanted to make a video to update everybody about what's going on with my plan of care. So yesterday I met with Dr. Wirtz, the orthopedic oncologist, about the surgery on Monday, and originally they were going to put a rod in my leg, and I just had a lot of questions for him, and the first question I really had was, do I need the surgery? And I explained to him that I haven't really been having any pain in my leg. I mean, I haven't really been walking that much, and because I'm not really allowed to bear weight on my leg or walk for very long distances. So I just was asking about that, and basically since I haven't been walking, like, my leg hasn't really been hurting that bad. So that's good. And a lot of the times, like, the surgeries indicated if you do have pain. So since I haven't really been having any pain, and I have been walking, I just was kind of like concerned about, well, I'm not having pain now, so I don't want to, cause pain and go through a whole surgery just because. And I didn't know how weakened my bone was and what risk I'm at. And he said if I'm not having any pain, and he just said I don't have to have the surgery, and it's okay if I don't do it. And if I were to fracture my leg, which I know I'm not gonna fracture my leg because I've been being really careful, and I'm been being really strong. My muscles are really strong and everything, and I haven't really been doing anything to cause that. Then if I were to do something like that, then they can still do the surgery and everything. So I just didn't really want to go through a whole surgery for just if I didn't need to. With that being said, if I change my mind later and I wanted to get the surgery done, then I can. But as for right now, I'm kind of just gonna wait on that, and maybe if I do change my mind later, then I will end up getting the surgery. Like, as far as if I do, if I am ready to do it and start walking more and everything. It's just, as for right now, I don't think I was ready for that and prepared for it. But it's always something I can always change my mind about if I do want to start walking more and doing more things. It's just that there was a lot of things I was worried about for it. So I was really happy, and I just thank everybody for the prayers. I was praying a lot on guidance and understanding of what we should do, and if I should get the surgery or not. And I was just really, trying to pray and seek guidance and ask and read the Bible and everything. And one of my favorite verses I've been reading a lot during this time is Philippians 4:6-7, and it's just the one that says, "Don't be anxious about anything, and with prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, give your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Jesus Christ." And I really like that verse 7 where it says, the peace of God which transcends all understandings, because that kind of goes back to the other verse that I had read a couple days ago. It was Ephesians 3:20, which was God who is able to do immeasurably more than we ask for or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us. So basically, it's both of those verses just kind of talk about how God is all-knowing, all-being, omniscient, omnipresent, omniscient, and everything, and he's just always with us and knows everything, and he knows way more than anything that we could even bear to think or understand. And that's why it's just so important to keep praying, reading the Bible, and doing Bible study and seeking that out, because I find, actually, the more I read the Bible and the more I go to church and try to study it, the more I get confused, because there's so many verses that you read that are uplifting and that help guide you, and so many stories and parables that help you learn about the Bible and Jesus and what God is and what Jesus did for people, and everything. But then there's so many parts of the Bible that are very confusing and are interpreted in very weird ways. And I read the book of Daniel the other day, and that one just talks about visions and prayers, or visions and dreams that Daniel and the king in the book of Daniel had. and they're just interpreted so weird, and like it can be kind of confusing. And then I read the whole book of Revelation last night, and that just has like so many metaphors and things that where there's like a vision that you see, and then it's like interpreted like in all these different ways, and then there's so many numbers, and I just have been finding that the more I read the Bible, the more like I do find like repetitive verses that things that I answer my prayers, or things that answer my questions that I have, like that are repeated multiple different times in different areas of the Bible, and which is good, and that just kind of like reinforces that idea, and that that this is something God really wants you to know. But then I also find that there are so many confusing things. So I'm really trying to seek out doing more Bible study, and researching that more. And the more and more I read it, the more I'm like researching what certain things mean, and it's really confusing. But not trying to discourage anybody from reading it, but there's just so many encouraging things that are in there that I just and God is just coming through for me and other people that I know, like every single day, and our prayers are being answered, and as long as it's according to God's will. And I think, and God loves us, and He wants us to be happy, and it's like in Jeremiah 29 it says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, to have hope in a future. And it's really true, and it says that multiple different times in the Bible. That's just one of the most famous quotes. But I've just been really happy with all these answers I've been getting. And my next steps, I'm kind of, since I'm not getting the surgery right now, I'm meeting with a radiation therapist or doctor for radiation therapy. Not really sure what they're called. But I'm meeting with him on Tuesday, and we are going to go over my plan and see what's going on. And then I'm also supposed to be getting the immunotherapy, which is really good. So I just gonna continue to pray for guidance from the doctors to make the right decisions, and pray for healing. And I know God's doing miraculous things and is continuing to heal me, and I'm just continuing to pray every single day for healing. And I just have been reading some research articles on immunotherapy and radiation therapy, and they've been really beneficial, and I just hope and pray that, I just know that things are going to go well. And I just ask for my prayers, and thank you guys so much for your support. Have a good day.